So welcome to Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Ilkley. Today we've been covering headlock defenses. So again, if someone's not trying to punch you in your head, very common, if someone's got close enough to you, they'll want to grab hold of your head, whether it's in a side headlock or a front headlock, what we refer to as a guillotine. These are very common street fight behaviors. And it could be a situation where someone's got close enough to you, they've grabbed hold of your head, they're either trying to drag you down to the ground or stay here and start raining punches into your face. If you didn't know what to do from here, life could be pretty bad. And there are a few different suggestions that people might suggest from here. Some people might suggest groin strikes or trying to gouge my eyes, going for the hair. All these things could work. We're not saying that anything doesn't work. Anything can work. The only issue is if the groin strike doesn't work or the hair pull doesn't work, I'm still in a position where I've got Daniel's head and I can just, repay him, what he was going to, do to me basically from there. Also, thing to note is someone's under the influence of drugs, alcohol, both. All this can affect pain. So this is what we're going to be looking at doing. As soon as Daniel goes to grab hold of my head, I'm already postured. Pin the wrist, we can step out, and then we've got a number of things we can do from there. Now, in a future class, we'll talk about things we can even do before that, how we can preemptively stop a headlock. I might have scratched his car, maybe he's drunk or whatever it is. He's coming towards me, my hands are out, and we'll talk more about how we can prevent this in the first place. But imagine he's got past all that already. Worst case, he's grabbing the headlock. Immediately, my first reaction wants to be connection and posture. Look, I'm posturing up with my head. My hips are connected to Daniel. This hand's also coming through at the same time. Because what we're actually concerned about right now is not only Daniel being able to lock his hands together, but also the possibility of the strikes. So as soon as we come through, I don't even want him to lock his hands. I'm coming through, my head's up, my hips are in tight, and as he's grabbed hold here, look, I've got control of that arm. At this stage, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start to pin his hand to my shoulder. I'm going to step back with my head up, and then from here, look, I'm just going to start to circle my head out, and then we can push away. So let's talk about it in a little bit more detail. So again, he's grabbed hold of my head, immediate posture and head high. If I don't do that and he's broken me down here, look, I'm very off balance in this direction. He's going to drag me down to the ground. So as soon as he takes hold here, head up, hips in. This is the connection principle. This is the posture principle here, look. Now I'm going to take hold of his arm so he can't punch me in the face and keep this connection. Now this is a great grip here. We do also have another option of coming through, and we're going to grip hold of his forearm here, thumb full, thumb less. The only disadvantage to this sometimes is that as soon as I go for his wrist or his hand here, he may be able to straighten this and pull it down. So again, if you've got this one behind the tricep or hooking around to the bicep, the tricep pulls it down there, we've still got a good connection. There's pros and cons to both. Now, the essential detail now is, look, I'm going to start to step back, and it's almost like I'm going to expand my chest, so my whole chest comes out. So we step back, chest comes out, I've got a good posture. If Daniel tries to break my posture now, it's difficult. I've got this leg right between his, and then from here, look, I'm now going to circle my head out. Look, I'm still going to keep the connection to my shoulder with this wrist. And as I come around, you've got options. You might push him away, you might go the hand up the back, you might switch the grips. Very nice one from here is cupping the tricep. You've got great control from here to do what you're going to do with them from there at that point. But again, we've got options. And ultimately, we've not got caught in the headlock. We've not even allowed them to fully establish the headlock. Now, if anyone wants to come down for a free class, feel free to come down. And we'll be here to welcome you onto these mats.